Hi baby dolls! Hi baby dolls, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome. If you're new, you know what to do. Go ahead and click the subscribe button below and become a part of the dollhouse. We would love to have you here. My name is Z, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing Ari's Frankie. Okay, that was a little bit extreme. I even scared my cat off from watching me. We're going to be reviewing Ariana Grande's Frankie Perfume. If you dolls know and you watched my fragrance videos for a while now, then you know I am an Ariana Grande stan, specifically when it comes to her fragrances. I just love them. They're the perfect combination of gourmand that isn't too overpowering, isn't like kitty. It's like the perfect level of gourmand with other notes that just marry very well together. And I love the storytelling that she does with her perfumes. So of course you dolls know I had to get my hands on Frankie. Now I have almost all of her perfumes. The only one I don't have is God is a Woman, I believe. I had that one, I reviewed it, I didn't really like it, so I returned it. And then the other one I think I don't have is Love. I think it's called Love something. It came out for Valentine's Day, and that one I did not get my hands on. I will be trying it out. I just read the fragrance notes and it sounded like something I wasn't gonna like, so I didn't even try it, but I might go try it. But I have been looking for Frankie, you guys, for a hot minute, and everywhere I looked I was not able to find it. I think I found one seller on eBay that was in the UK that was selling it for $80, and I even thought about getting it. But I'm so happy that I waited because this just popped up, you guys, at Burlington. So check your local Burlington, and I would even say check Ross as well, because I tend to find similar things in both of those stores. I'll give you guys my little story time. You know, I always do a little story time. I'm a chatter over here, by the way. But I was in the store with my friend, and he actually spotted this in the cologne section. He was like, Frankie by Ariana Grande, and he did this to me. He was like, what is this? Like, she makes like colognes? And I was like, no, she doesn't. I'm pretty sure they just mismarked that, and that's supposed to be in the women's department. He was like, ooh, it looks really good. So then we started looking up the fragrance notes, and he was on the fence about purchasing it. I knew that I was gonna purchase it because I wanted to try it, and I just love collecting her fragrances. So I told him, let me go ahead and buy it. I don't know if you dolls know, if you've never been to Burlington before, you can't try the perfumes. There's no tester. You have to kind of buy them and try them at home. And then if you don't like it, you used to be able to return it. They have a new policy now where you actually can't return it if the plastic wrap is broken. So the plastic wrap has to be intact and everything has to look like you never opened it. So I told him, I said, let me go ahead and buy it now, and then I'll let you smell it in the store, and then you can decide if you want to get it. So that's what we did. That's why the plastic wrap is all taken off of this. I'm sorry dolls, I know you guys are used to me unboxing it and doing a blind smell, but I had to go ahead and let my friend see if he liked it, and he really did like it. He thought that it would pair well with one of his luxury fragrances that he has, so he went ahead and got it as well. So now we're 20, and there was literally only 2 at my location, so I don't know how many they're putting out, but I would definitely say to check your local Burlington, if you will. So here's what the packaging is giving. I'm sorry about the lighting, you guys. Oh, by the way, you guys probably already can tell, but I did get a new camera. Well, it isn't a new brand new, it's a new camera in terms of that it is a brand new camera, but it isn't new as in terms of it's the newest release. I did go ahead and go with a Sony ZV-E10, which I will talk about in a vlog at some point, but I'm still getting used to this camera. The colors are off, everything's kind of off still. I did buy a new light because y'all know I was also struggling with my ring light, so I did buy a new softbox light. So that's what I have up right now, and I still haven't figured out the settings on that as well. So work with me if the color and the settings are off a little bit on picture. I'll do my best in post to try to fix it. Anyways, despite that side note, here is the packaging. I hope you guys can see that very well. A cute black and white moment, and I am dressed for the occasion, honey. I believe that this is a limited edition release, or it was discontinued, one or the other. I don't know, you guys comment below and let me know, was it a limited edition release or was it just they discontinued the scent? So this is a 1.7 ounce. Okay, I'm just gonna read this description because I can't find the description anywhere else, not even on Amazon, which is odd. This is a fandom website with Ariana Grande fragrances, so it's someone who's a fan of hers who is kind of just giving information about the fragrance. So some of this information may or may not be true. Also, quick disclaimer, I just want to say all of the opinions expressed in this video are my own opinions. I purchased the fragrance on my own, and this is just my personal opinion. I say all that to say this is not to get you to purchase the fragrance or to bash the fragrance. This is just going to be my honest opinion on what I think about the fragrance. That is it. And then you dolls can go smell it for yourselves and make your own decisions about it. So it says, this sexy and energetic fragrance opens with a burst of sparkling fruits, while powerful wild orchid, and blonde woods ignite a powerful energy that invites you in. The seductive dry down of creamy musk and warm woods leaves you with an irresistible trail that keeps them wanting more. That sounds like another description she had for a different fragrance. I wonder if they got the right description for this one. I don't know. Take it all with a grain of salt. Frankie by Ariana Grande, or simply Frankie, is a limited edition. So it is limited edition. Unisex fragrance by Ariana Grande. Oh, so maybe that's why I was in the men's section, because it's actually a unisex fragrance. Frankie was released in January 2016 in the US and in February 2016 in the UK. It is exclusive to certain shops. Wow. Frankie was released soon after Ariana Grande's debut perfume, Ari, and flew under the radar initially. Frankie was announced on January 19, 2016 by Grande's half-brother, Frankie Grande. Oh, so that's what she named it by. Frankie opens with an irresistible scent of pepper, pear, and apricot. Okay, scared AF because I am not a pepper girly. I don't like the pink peppers. I don't like the black peppers. I don't like the peppercorns. I don't like none of the peppers. I don't like the bell peppers. I don't like the pepper. Okay, but pear is a note I love in fragrances, and apricot is also a note I love, so I'm feeling like it's gonna be kind of sweet. Again, like I said, my friend did already spray and smell it, but I haven't had a chance to test it out yet, so I'm excited because when I saw his face when he smelled it, I was like, oh bitch, I need to smell it. I have to work on the cursing, you guys. I have to clean up my channel. I can't do any more cursing and things. I have to be careful because YouTube is getting very strict. Next, the delicious heart notes of orchid and cedarwood. Finally, the dry down scent of Frankie is a wonderful burst of sandalwood, musk, and sugar crystals. So it sounds like a sweet musk. Let's go ahead and try her. I am so excited. And like I said, I picked this up from Burlington for $40, but I'm pretty sure it retailed for around $60 to $80. Give or take. Love the black and the white on this. It's just like classic. Okay, guys. Oh, she's so pretty. I did look at the photos. I did see the packaging online, I'm not gonna lie, but to have it in person is just so different. Okay, love the glass bottle. Obviously from her traditional Ariana Grande line, she kept the same design of the bottle, but I will say Ari does a really good job of keeping the same design of a bottle but switching it up so it does look like a totally different packaging. Look at the little black poop, you guys. I'm a sucker for packaging. I think to myself, like, if I wasn't like into interior design or other arts and stuff, I feel like I would be someone who created packaging. Maybe not necessarily for perfume brands, maybe, but just I feel like I want to be a package creator. How cute is that? Chrome, chrome, chrome. It is a glass bottle. I think it's just probably painted over with chrome. It's so cute. Oh, okay, so let's see. I am gonna do an air test first for those of you who don't wear fragrance on your skin because maybe you're allergic. I'm gonna spray it in air and let you guys know what it's doing in the air. A little spritzer. Ooh, you guys see that? A nice release in burst, I was gonna say. Okay, y'all, that is sexy. Ooh, okay, I see where the unisex comes in. It's definitely more of like a masculine undertone. I do smell the peppercorn, but the pepper is like a spicy, it's like a spicy sandalwood or a spicy amber, you know what I mean? It definitely is a unisex perfume for sure. I would say, to me personally, because I am so feminine, it's definitely on the masculine side in my opinion. This is like a fragrance I would wear to like a business meeting. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is very, very cologne-y. There's something like a spicy aquaticness in it. Definitely get that pepper note as soon as you spray it. In terms of the apricot, I smell fruit, but I can't say that it smells like apricot to me. I do smell the freshness from the pear, but it's not a sweet pear. Like I said, it's a fresh pear. The apricot, give or take, I definitely smell like sandalwood, and I definitely smell this musky note. I would say it's a sweet spicy musk. That's how I would classify it. It's definitely a musky fragrance. It is not your like aquatic, it is not a floral, it is not a like gourmand. No, it's a sweet spicy musk. That's how I would describe it, and it's definitely, in my opinion, more towards the masculine side than feminine, so I could see why they would put this perfume in the masculine section. However, I still do think it is feminine enough for a female to wear. It did dissipate a lot quicker than I had expected, because Ari's fragrances, in my opinion, last very well in the air, and this one kind of is going down quite quickly. Maybe that's why it never returned, and like a lot of people didn't. I don't know why it was discontinued or whatever happened with that, but it is dissipating quite quickly. I still smell it, but it's just going away a lot faster than her other fragrances, so I just wanted to mention that. I'm not really smelling it over here. I mean, it's a potent fragrance. That's what's crazy. Like, it's potent when you spray it in the air, but I don't know if it's potent because it is so masculine and it does have that like musky peppery note in it. Maybe that's why I feel like it's strong, but when you initially spritz it, it does smell very potent. The throw though, it doesn't throw very well. I couldn't smell it back here. I do smell it around this area, and probably up to around right here. But if I went all the way over here, no, probably stops about right. Yeah, I can smell it here coming around, and then it is in this area. So keep that in mind as well. Let's go ahead and try it on our skin and see what she's giving. Most of Ari's fragrances are oil-based, which I love oil-based fragrances. They just mix well with my natural notes and body chemistry, and it also stays on my skin longer, I've noticed, when it's an oil base. Ooh, girl, it's strong on my skin. Ooh, it is giving cologne. Okay, we're gonna have to air that out, because that's giving cologne. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate it because it's sexy. To me, it smells like a sexy man. And I know this isn't for everybody, but the type of colognes I like to smell on men are like sweet, musky colognes. I love for it to smell super smoky and musky, but also like a balance of sweetness in there. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, if you guys have ever smelt, I think it's called sweet whiskey. I think it's called sweet whiskey or bourbon whiskey or something like that from Bath and Body Works. Oh my god, that scent smells so good. That scent reminds me of like a sexy man. This one does too as well, but it's a little less sweet. It's not as sweet. Yeah, this is super potent. Ooh, okay, hold on. Ooh, that pepper is trying to make me sneeze, y'all. I don't know if it's just that I'm getting older or what, but smells are affecting me differently lately. Like, I used to smell pepper and not get my allergies up, but now the pepper is getting to me. It used to just be florals. I don't know what's going on. It is very strong on my skin. The one thing I will say is there's something very citrusy about it, which I don't know if they mentioned citrus, but I'm getting a strong lemon note on my skin, and I'm getting a strong bergamot, a strong musky sandalwood note on my skin. I don't really get a super strong apricot. It's more of like a light apricot-y note. I wouldn't even say that I can pin it as apricot. It's definitely like a sweet fruit, but I don't know that I can pin it as apricot. I do smell the pear note. It's not as strong on my skin as it was in the air, but like I said, the pear note is more of a crisp, like fresh pear. It's not like a super sweet pear. But there is like this this undertone of sweetness, but not like a vanilla, not like a gourmand sweetness. It's like, maybe it's the sugar crystals that they mentioned in it. I know they also mentioned, I think, cedarwood. Cedarwood can sometimes smell sweet as well to me, like a sweet woodsy note. I would have to say, I think I like it in the air more than I like it on my skin. But if I was to smell this on a guy, I would definitely like this on the skin more. It's just, for me, on my skin, it's pulling out more of the masculine notes than it was in the air, if that makes any sense. I do smell something that's not quite florally, but I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a powder orchid. Maybe it's the wild orchid. Yeah, maybe it's the wild orchid. I don't know. It's still a really good fragrance, very sexy, but I will definitely say it's a little bit more on the masculine side for me. I could see myself wearing this if I would pair it with maybe Mod Vanilla, so I could have that a much more of a gourmand undertone to it. I think pairing this with like a fruity fragrance or any type of vanilla fragrance or gourmand fragrance, well, be careful with any gourmand fragrance, because I feel like it might smell really bad if you don't pick the right gourmand. But I think if you have a vanilla undertone or some sort of marshmallow sweet undertone, or maybe an amber fragrance, sweetie musky type, I think that this will work for you if you're a feminine girl, like a super feminine girl, because I think the notes that are in this will pair very well with that, just to make it a little softer for you. That's what I plan on doing. But yeah, to me, this is a spicy man, sexy man scent, in my opinion. And I could see why my friend lit up when he smelled it, because he was like, ooh, I know exactly what to pair with this. And I was like, okay, so it might be masculine, because he's gay, but he's on the masculine side. He's not like super feminine. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and rate this fragrance. I definitely did smell the pepper. I definitely smelled the fresh pear. I didn't get much of the apricot. I really wish I would have been able to get more of that. I smelled a lot of woodsy notes in it as well. I also smelled a little bit of the orchid. I would say the orchid comes a little bit more on my skin than it does in the air. But for the most part, I smelled a burst of pepper and then these like fresh fruits, I would say, that kind of mellowed down into a woodsy, smoky, musky, sweet note, which is just giving vibes, okay? It's giving GQ, okay? Anyways, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and start out with the price point. Price point, $40, 1.7 ounce at Burlington. I think it's a really good price. Oh, by the way, I didn't talk about longevity on my skin. It is lasting, of course, a lot more on my skin than it is in the air. That's to be expected. When you spray something in the air, it's going to go with the atmosphere. It's going to move with the atmosphere and the air. But when you spray something on your skin, your body is going to pull those fragrance notes into it. So it's going to last a lot longer in your skin, which is expected. It is a lot more potent and the longevity is a lot higher on my skin than in the air. For price point, you're looking at $40 for 1.7 ounce at Burlington. I think it's a good deal. Ari's fragrances last very long. I've never had any issues with the performance of her fragrances. Like I said in the past, whenever I didn't like a fragrance, it was purely because of the notes. It really didn't have anything to do with performance. Fragrance notes, I feel like I smelled majority of what was mentioned in a description, which is another reason why I love Ari for this, because I really do feel like whoever's doing the description of her fragrances, love it. It's not even, oh, it is Friday. I was gonna say it's not even Friday. It is Friday. Okay, so I will say I love Ari's fragrances for this, because whoever does her description is very well detailed in describing the notes, and almost always I smell everything they described, except for the apricot. I can't really say that it's apricot. I'm pretty sure that that's the note, but I really just can't say it because I don't smell a distinctive apricot scent. I just smell sweet fruit. So could be my problem, not hers. But for price point, I think it's a really good price. Ari's fragrances typically go from $60 to $80, so to get it for $40, I mean, I think that's really good, especially for it to be like a limited edition fragrance. I think that's really, really good price. So I would rate the price point on this a 10 out of 10. Like I said, especially if this is for a guy. For female, I would rate it like a 6, because it isn't in my opinion, it's just too masculine for me. So for female, I would give it a 6. I don't think I would purchase this fragrance unless I was looking for a unisex fragrance, if you know what I mean. So that's just my personal opinion, but for a guy, I would definitely say it's a 10 out of 10. Let's talk potency. I feel like it's pretty potent. As soon as you spray it in the air, you smell it. On the skin, it's even more potent. It's probably like double the amount of potency in the skin than it is in the air. Out of 10, I would probably give the potency level an 8. I think it's pretty potent. Now, could it be because I'm very sensitive to those peppercorn notes and that could be just messing with my allergies and making me feel like it's super potent? Possibly. But to be honest with you guys, I feel like I smell every note super strongly. Like you can smell the perfume strongly. Let's go ahead and talk about persistency or longevity, whichever you prefer. Longevity dissipated like really quickly in the air, fell right off the seat. But on my skin, it is pretty still potent right now. I'm actually holding my arm over here on purpose because I don't want to get a headache, and I can already feel the pepper like tingling my nose and my throat, which is why I'm probably maybe fumbling my words and talking a little funny. It's just because I feel the tingles. But let's revisit the longevity in the comments below after I've worn it for a few hours. I'll try and post a comment below underneath the video to let you dolls know what I think after I've worn it for a few hours. Oh, let's talk about packaging. How could I freaking forget? Okay, so let's just take a look at that gorgeous bottle. The spritz is really nice. I would expect nothing less from Ari but to this type of quality, nothing less. Love the chrome bottle on this. Definitely giving masculine, feminine vibes. Definitely giving unisex, okay? It's so cute and delicate, but it's also very strong and powerful and masculine. I don't know what's going on. My camera overheated. Okay, so one of the things that I don't like about this new camera, and I knew that it was an issue when I bought it because I watched the reviews, is that it does overheat. That's really quite annoying because I'm used to my Sony a6400 and that never overheated, ever. I will eventually be getting a Sony, I think a7400, so that's gonna be like my next big camera purchase. Either that or the Osmo Pocket for a vlogging camera. But in any case, we're working with this and she's gonna have to work with us. Where was I, you guys? So we talked about price point, we talked about packaging, we talked about for packaging, you guys, I would give this a, I don't know, I think it's cool. I would give this a 9 out of 10 on packaging. It's not necessarily my style. Y'all know I'm super feminine. But it is cool. Like, it's all freaking chrome. And I do feel like it matches the line that it's from while also looking like a totally, absolutely different bottle. Like, how pretty is that? I love the black poof. I don't know. I just feel like it does definitely look like, you know what this is kind of giving me? Mr. Tin. I don't know why, but the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. And I'm here for it, like a sexy Tin Man. That's what it smells like. I'm here for it. Anyways, I hope you dolls enjoyed this video. I hope that this gave you the information that you needed to make your decision on if you want to make the purchase or if you want to skip out on it. Again, if you're an Ariana Grande fan and you collect her fragrances, I definitely feel this is one you will definitely want to add to that fragrance collection because it is so different from all of the other fragrances that I've ever smelt from her. I feel like Ram had a super feminine flair, but it was a like powerful feminine flair, and this one is much more to me a masculine flair with a feminine masculine. I don't know how, girl, let me stop talking in a different language. I just feel like it doesn't smell anything like any of her other fragrances, so it's definitely one you'll want to have in your collection. And look at it, you guys, the bottle, the packaging is just so cute. Like, how could I say no to this? How could I not have this in my collection? So I definitely think, again, Ariana Grande fan, definitely a must buy. If you're not an Ariana Grande fan and you're not into super masculine woodsy sweet scents, I don't think you're gonna like this one. I don't think you're gonna like it. Pass. Pass, go, and do not collect $200. Do not go to jail. Do not collect $200. Just pass, go. You're not going to want to get this one only because, like I said, it is, in my opinion, a super masculine scent. It does have feminine undertones, but I would classify it more as a masculine fragrance with feminine undertones rather than vice versa. There is a sweetness to it, but again, it's a spicy, masculine, woodsy sweetness again, I would classify it as a sweet, spicy musk. Okay, so not a spicy, musky gourmand. Remember, it's not a gourmand. It is a musky fragrance, you guys. So just keep that in mind. However, like I said, if you have a boyfriend and you are into these type of notes, or if you have a girlfriend who's just like more masculine fragrances, this is definitely one. I have another one of my friends. She's more on like the goth side, and she loved this fragrance. I let her smell it in the store as well, and she loved it. So yeah, just keep that in mind, you guys. Anyways, you guys, I talk too freaking much, you guys. But anyways, dolls, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got the information you needed. I hope you had fun hanging out with me, because I certainly had fun hanging out with you, dolls. And I love you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Bye, baby dolls. Love you.